Human history is full of inventions that changed everything. Fire, agriculture, the wheel, metal tools, electricity, computers, each one reshaped the world in its own way. It's tempting to assume the most impactful invention must be one of these dramatic, world-altering breakthroughs. But something strange happens when you zoom out and look at the long arc of human progress. For more than 200,000 years, humans lived with relatively slow change. Tools improved gradually, societies grew only to collapse, and knowledge was fragile. Then, in a relatively tiny slice of time, everything accelerated. Civilizations surged in complexity. Science emerged. Technology stacked on itself faster and faster. So the question becomes, what changed the pace? What shifted humanity from slow evolution to rapid, compounding advancement? The surprising answer is an invention far less flashy than fire or electricity. It wasn't a tool for hunting, farming, or building. It was a tool for thinking. The most impactful invention in human history was writing. Writing solved a deep biological limitation, the limits of human memory. Brains forget, they distort, they can only hold a limited number of precise details. For most of human history, knowledge was like vapor, passed from person to person, constantly changing and disappearing when the people who held it were gone. Writing changed this entirely. It made information solid, durable, exact. Once knowledge could live outside the brain, it stopped decaying and started accumulating. That single shift reshaped every part of human civilization. Large societies became manageable because writing allowed stable record-keeping, something impossible through memory alone. Laws became consistent because they were no longer dependent on interpretation but anchored in fixed text. Scientific progress became possible because experiments, measurements, and theories could be recorded, compared, and built upon. Writing didn't just preserve ideas, it created the conditions for cumulative knowledge. Without it, discoveries would have vanished as quickly as they were made. With it, every generation inherited a stable foundation to expand on. Even transformative inventions that came later, printing, electricity, computing, depend on written systems. They amplified or executed ideas, but writing created the infrastructure those ideas needed to survive across generations. In a cognitive sense, writing expanded the human mind. It externalized memory, freeing the brain to focus on abstraction, reasoning, and creativity. It effectively turned human societies into shared networks of information where knowledge could grow exponentially rather than reset every generation. Other inventions changed how humans interact with the physical world. Writing changed how humans interact with information itself, and information is the driver behind every major advancement. That is why writing stands alone. It didn't burn brighter, move faster, or make louder noise than other inventions, but it quietly rewired the entire structure of human progress. When humans learned to store their ideas outside their bodies, they gained something new, a way to build the future deliberately rather than stumble into it by chance.